So my name is Kirsty Wood. I am the QSW talent partner for Connect to Dudley. We have been doing a series of podcasts with our much valued colleagues at Dudley and BC in the social work field to give you a bit of an insight on what it's like to work for Dudley as a social worker and why you should join us. So please could you introduce yourself and just explain a little bit about your position within Dudley and BC?
Okay. I'm Elaine Worwood. I'm the Court Progression Manager in Dudley. So there's only one of me in the whole entire Dudley, so I cover all of children's services. My role is to ensure that there are good and timely outcomes for children and to promote consistent and positive practice in the court arena.
So how long have you been in social work and what attracted you particularly to the field?
Okay, so I've been qualified as a social worker for 14 years now. Practicing. I think, like most people, I probably wanted to, I had an interest in people and I wanted to help people. But I think what's kind of kept me in social work is the fact that it's an ever-changing field and that desire to kind of improve not only people's lives but myself as well.
And what is your experience within social work? So what's your background?
Okay, so when I qualified, I worked for Wolverhampton City Council. I worked in a care management team there where I kind of developed my skills, progressing from sort of being newly qualified up to being a senior practitioner. And then I decided that not only did I want to change my job role, but I also wanted to try a new area to work in as well. So I moved to Dudley as an assistant team manager, where I progressed then to being a team manager, and then finally I've become the court progression manager.
So we're going to ask you now some questions that are more Dudley specific and about working for Dudley and BC. So what particularly stood out to you and attracted you to work for Dudley and BC?
Okay, so I'm born and raised in Dudley, so Dudley is my community. I still live here now. And Dudley is a very sort of friendly, warm local authority. I knew that by reputation before I'd come here. So when the job arose, it was kind of a no-brainer for me. This is where I wanted to be. This is where I wanted to put my support in. And
how would you say your experience has been working for Dudley and BC?
It's been good. I think, like most local authorities, we've been through changes, but I've stuck with all of those changes and Dudley have stuck with me. So they've helped me to kind of progress in my career, and they've supported me, when, there's been things going on at home and things like that, and I've needed just that little bit of help from my employer.
And how, in particular, for you personally, has your social work career progressed since you've worked for Dudley?
Yeah. So obviously I started out here as an assistant team manager. So they supported me with kind of training around becoming a manager. I managed to do my practice educator qualification while I was here as well. And as I said, that there's lots of training opportunities. Dudley is very keen to kind of bring in trainers from outside the local authority to increase knowledge bases.
And how would you describe the culture at Dudley and BC? What's it like to work here?
Dudley, a friendly local authority. I mean, we all work together now under one roof. Working here for as long as I have, people know who I am. They'll say hello to me in the morning. And generally, if I'm stuck on anything, I know where I can go and get that help.
And as a social worker, in what ways are you supported by the senior management team at Dudley and BC?
The senior management are very visible. Heads of service are kind of working in the team rooms with you. They have a lot of kind of opportunity for us to kind of talk about the challenges that we've got, to think about solutions. They're open to all of those suggestions, which is really good, really, because, on the ground, the social workers know what problems they're facing, and it's really good that there's an avenue that you can send those worries, those concerns, and things can kind of get done and move forward.
And why do you feel that experienced social workers should choose Dudley for their next career move?
I think Dudley knows how important the workforce is to the goal of being child-friendly Dudley. They're willing to commit to you as a worker through training, support, development, and they're open to hearing about improvements that we could do.
So my next set of questions are more Dudley specific now, not just about the council, just a bit of fun, just so as people can get a bit of an insight as to what Dudley is as a community, what we offer. Mm-hmm. So obviously I'm Dudley born and bred too, like you. So I could do these questions with my eyes shut, as I can imagine you will. So in your opinion, what is the best activity to do in Dudley?
The Black Country Museum.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. A lot of history there. And again, I have my opinion on this. What would you consider the best restaurant to eat out at is in Dudley?
So around the corner from where I live, there's a gastro pub called the Rodeer, which does beautiful food. It's just on the cusp of the countryside, so it's in a big manor house, beautiful surroundings. And what's even better for me is it's dog friendly.
Oh, fantastic. People keep saying about that one to me, and I definitely need to go there because I've got 2 dogs who I take everywhere with me, so I'm definitely going to put that on my list. And if you could describe Dudley in one word, just one word in particular, what would it be?
Changing.
Beautiful. So that concludes our questions. Thank you for your time today and your continued support and contribution to the Dudley Borough.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our podcast today, and thank you to our participants at Dudley MBC who have took the time to sit with us and tell us about their experiences. If you would like to hear about some of our fantastic opportunities that we've got available at Dudley MBC at the moment, my name is Kirsty Wood. Please get in contact on the details below and we can go from there.